And I will say this, his rant cursed Angel Reese because she proceeded to have the absolute worst game of her life.
What if I told you the Bayou Barbie might be packing her bags before she's even had a chance to unpack them? That's right. Angel Reese, the queen of confidence and controlled chaos, could already be on the chopping block with the Chicago Sky. Did she cross a line or just step on the wrong pair of Air Jordans? From viral side-eyes to courtside drama, something isn't adding up. Stick around, because this twist is messier than a group chat after a breakup.
Angel Reese is a fraud. Angel Reese is a sociopath. She's an idiot. She accused, while getting her ass beat by 35, she accused the Indianapolis Fever fans of racist, monkey noises, whatever. They're moving heaven and earth to investigate Indiana. My city, Indianapolis. About my town, the place where I live. I go to games. I go to dinner. I know people that were sitting in the area and they said, bull. Here's the statement we have not substantiated. Last year, she lied about getting off of a bus and they were blocked from getting into their hotel room. Video turned out, well, to show one guy asking one question. Angel Reese is a liar, and she is never, ever, under any circumstance, to be taken at her word.
Just when you thought the drama couldn't get any juicier, boom, Angel Reese misses 7 out of 10 layups, like she's suddenly allergic to the rim. 7, not 3. Not a slightly off night, not a she's still warming up situation. No, 7 layups out of 10 gone like your gym motivation in February. That's not just a rough night. That's as she playing with a blindfold on territory.
Angel Reese picking up right where she left off, breaking more WNBA records, but unfortunately for Sky fans, it came in the form of a loss, 99-74. The Chicago Sky, you're seeing that right. 9 points in the second quarter. 9 points. Folks, if a team scores less points than you have fingers, that's bad.
Let's be real. A toddler with a Fisher-Price hoop and one Capri Sun down could probably sink more than 3 out of 10. But here we are in the WNBA, where somehow this gets brushed off as a learning experience instead of what it really is, a full-blown basketball crime scene. The fans, confused, the teammates, struggling to keep a straight face, the bench, probably texting their agents, asking if they can get traded to a team where the power forward doesn't brick point blank, shots like she's auditioning for a blooper reel.
But holy Lord, when I tell you the numbers are the numbers. It's the worst she's ever played, probably since she was in elementary school. Probably the worst since elementary school.
The Chicago Sky have made it clear that they want Angel Reese to focus on being a screener on offense. For those that haven't played basketball, that's code for we don't want her shooting.
I mean, when Angel Reese gets the ball in the paint, it's no longer, will she score? It's, will the ball survive the trauma? Over in Chicago, the Sky are smiling through the pain, but you just know the coaching staff is already whispering behind closed doors like, what if we just didn't re-sign her? Let's be real. Nobody's staying up at night drawing up a franchise blueprint around someone with layup anxiety. This isn't 1995. This is the pros, the real deal. Honestly, the only place worse for Angel right now might be shooting on one of those double-rigged carnival rims.
Angel Reese needs to be better at basketball. I'm not talking about as a person. I'm not talking about as a podcaster. I'm not talking about at the Met Gala. She needs to be a better player if we want this rivalry to be able to have some staying power. She had a very, very busy offseason, but at this moment, it does not seem like the offseason involved a lot of Mikan drills of left-handed layups. Right now, Angel Reese, she is a wildly famous rebound.
Let's just say the WNBA PR team has their hands full. They're out here working overtime trying to spin this as Angel Reese is just finding her rhythm. No, honey. She's finding new ways to miss. Every game is a live demonstration in how not to score from 3 feet away. You can almost hear the rim pleading, please, just let someone else try. And what's wild Despite these undeniably tragic shooting stats, the league still treats her like the second coming of Lisa, Leslie. She's front and center in promos, smiling like she just dropped 30, when in reality, she left 14 points on the table like free samples at Costco. She's getting the superstar treatment. For what exactly? Missing consistently? If that's the new metric for greatness, there's a whole YMCA full of legends waiting to be drafted. This whole circus act has basketball purists in utter disbelief. People who grew up watching Deanna Nolan hit clutch shots and Candace Parker dominate the paint are now watching Angel Reese stumble her way to single digits like she's solving a Rubik's Cube midair. It's baffling, it's frustrating, it's hilarious, but not in a ha-ha kind of way, more like a is this real life kind of way.
I heard Angel Reese say, people aren't watching the WNBA just because of one player, they're watching it to see me too. Well, tickets were $86 against Caitlin Clark, but now that she's injured, plummeted just to $25.
By the way, if anyone thought the Chicago Sky were building something serious, surprise, they're building a trampoline park, because watching this team try to convert high-percentage shots feels like everyone's bouncing in opposite directions. Chemistry, dead, efficiency, missing, star power, only on paper. This team is called Sky, but lately they've been playing like they're afraid of heights. And here's the worst part. They're not even trying to hide it anymore. A source close to the team, probably the guy holding the Gatorade, whispered that Reese is already on thin ice going into year 3. They won't say it out loud, of course, because, politics, endorsements, merch sales. But behind the scenes, the whiteboard in the front office probably says, Step 1, don't renew Reese. Step 2, literally anyone else. Her season? It's not going to feel like a journey. It's going to feel like a countdown. Every missed layup will be like watching an hourglass lose sand, except slower and way more awkward. Fans might start turning it into a drinking game. Take a shot every time Reese bricks a bunny. Spoiler alert, you'll be unconscious by halftime. But here's the real kicker. Angel doesn't even seem rattled.
You made some comments about Angel Reese.
Yeah.
You called her garbage compared to Caitlin Clark.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Explain.
Listen, man, and again, I will emphasize this every day of the week, twice on Sunday. I love my people. I love black people. Mwah, 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 mwah. But I think sometimes we do play the race card too much, or when it's not necessary, because everybody's trying to make this about a, come on, black man, protect the sisters, brother. This ain't racial. This is about sports. This is about athletic ability. You know what I'm saying? And when you look at Caitlin Clark's game, who's very reminiscent of a Steph Curry based on her range and shooting the three, plus everything else she does. And then you look at Angel Reese, stop it. Stop it.
That's the craziest part. Angel Reese is out there posing for cameras, talking trash, and acting like she's in a Gatorade commercial, while the scoreboard says she should be in basic training for finishing drills. It's that level of delusion that turns this whole situation into a comedy special. She misses, then struts and winks at the crowd like she just dunked on LeBron. Sis, the ball hit the underside of the rim like it owed you money. Meanwhile, the league's newest rookies are dropping double-doubles like it's Casual Friday, and Angel's stat line looks like a toddler's birthday wish list, full of hopes, dreams, and zero substance. Every time you think she's going to turn the corner, she finds a new way to shoot 2 for 12 like it's her favorite hobby. If inconsistency had a face, it'd be printed on an Angel Reese jersey, ironically sold next to future MVP mugs. You know who's secretly loving all this? The water boy. Because with this level of chaos on the court, he's finally not the least valuable player. The rim's therapist is probably booked solid, and the scoreboard operator might be filing for workers' comp from constantly inputting zeros. The sad truth? If this keeps up, Angel Reese might become the WNBA's version of a Where Are They Now episode before her rookie contract even ends.
Fast. Keep it simple. This was a series in the first 3 minutes of the game. Angel Reese offensive rebound. It's 5-3, New York. Angel Reese offensive rebound. Jonquel Jones blocks Angel Reese's 1-foot layup. Angel Reese offensive rebound. Jonquel Jones blocks Angel Reese's 1-foot layup. Angel Reese offensive rebound. Angel Reese misses a layup. Angel Reese offensive rebound. Camila Cardoso misses a layup. Actually, it's the wrong direction. I'm reading it backwards. My bad. Camila Cardoso misses a layup. Angel Reese offensive rebound. Angel Reese misses a layup.
3 years from now, people are going to say, "Hey, remember that player who missed 7 out of 10 layups every game but still had the audacity to sign endorsement deals like she was Shaq's heir?" And the reply will be, "Yeah. What? Was her name again? Oh, right. Angel." But don't worry, the only wings she'll be getting soon are from Buffalo Wild Wings, right after she hands out job applications there. And if you think the chaos stops with Chicago, think again.
Did Angel Reese break? I didn't say it was a good record. I never said that. Shout out to you, Priceless. I missed this. Historically bad shootings with a E emoji. Angel Reese goes 0 for 7 from within 4 feet of the basket to tie most misses from that distance in the WNBA over the past 10 seasons. This must be a Caitlin Clark fan at ESPN. Surely nobody who follows the ESPN playbook and narrative will write this. This had to have been a darn Caitlin Clark fan. Historically bad. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. And how historically bad was it? Yikes. Mamma mia. 2 points, 12 rebounds, 3 steals. 0 for 8 from the field. 33% from the free throw line.
Quietly ghosting Angel Reese after her 3rd year? Oh no, buckle up, because this tragic comic tour has multiple layovers before the final cancellation. You see, the WNBA isn't going to cut her loose all at once. Nope, they'll pass her around the league like a group project partner who insists on making the slideshow but can't even spell PowerPoint. Angel's headed for a few more rosters over the next 2 to 3 years. Not because she's a hot commodity, but because teams are hoping, praying that maybe they can fix her. Spoiler alert, they won't. Reese is about to become that player coaches pretend to be excited about at press conferences. "We're thrilled to add Angel's energy and passion to our locker room," they'll say through clenched teeth, while internally begging, "Lord, just let her hit 1 layup in warm-ups." It's going to be an awkward shuffle through struggling franchises, the Indiana Fevers, the Seattle Storms, where optimism quietly goes to die.
Because it's women being physical.
No, it's because of them.
Let me just call it what it is, a black and a white player.
No, I don't think it's that. I think it's because people project what they want on each of them, and those are subjective ideas that they're projecting. If you're going and, have this narrative that has been falsely built that people want to, do certain things to Caitlin or do certain things to Angel, you're going to take that moment and validate your opinion.
You'll see her in jersey after jersey, rocking new colors, new hashtags, and the same tragic field goal percentage. It's like musical chairs, except every time the music stops, she's sitting on another team's last shred of patience. But here's the real kicker. Angel Reese could have made it work, not by being a superstar, but by becoming a reliable role player. Unfortunately, she's playing both the worst game on the court and the worst PR game off it. And that combination? It's fatal in the W, where marketing is already a challenge and the last thing any team wants is a player bringing more drama than double-doubles. Let's talk about the antics, because this isn't just a case of a bad shooting night anymore. It's an entire reality show wrapped in underperformance. She's subtweeting, posting cryptic Instagram captions, flipping her hair like she's in a shampoo ad after going 1 for 9, the attitude, next level, the output, basement level. She'll miss a layup, roll her eyes like the rim betrayed her, then strut back like the main character in a movie no one bought a ticket to see. The fans have turned. What started as "give her a chance" has now become, "yo, why is she still playing?" You can hear the collective sighs echoing across arenas. People are buying tickets just to watch the disaster unfold live. And her haters? They're living their best lives.
Black and white sports reporters, well, it may be time for Angel Reese to consider taking up a different game. Tiddlywinks, maybe? I don't know. I don't know what game she wants to possibly take up. I know one thing, she can't wait for the Unrivaled season to start at this point. Wow. So while the Fever and Stephanie White and all the mess going on there from a standpoint of they got to figure something out because they're not a well-oiled machine, but at least they're winning. While that was happening, something, as the kids would say, diabolical was taking place.
Because she was actually right when she said, "They are watching me too." Yes, Angel. Yes, they are. Not for greatness, not for inspiration, but to see how many layups you can miss before the ball files for emotional abuse. It's like watching a walking blooper reel that never ends. Highlight shows are quietly replacing her clips with shots of squirrels on the court, because honestly, it's less embarrassing. Analysts can't even roast her properly anymore because the comedy writes itself. And let's be real. Her name is now whispered in locker rooms as a cautionary tale. Don't get too cocky. You don't want to go full Angel Reese. Yet she still walks in like it's a Met Gala red carpet, like she just dropped 40 on someone's head instead of airballing from 3 feet away. That confidence? Impressive. That disconnect from reality? Legendary. She's giving delusional Disney villain, but instead of world domination, she's aiming for a shot chart that doesn't look like a crime scene investigation. And let's not forget the media. They loved her for about 15 minutes. Then came the missed layups, the attitude, the zero improvement, the everybody's jealous of me energy, and it all became too much. Now even the journalists who once praised her are tacking on awkward disclaimers like she's still finding her stride or she brings other things to the team. Other things? Like drama, disappointment, and a master class in how not to finish in the paint.
I have no empathy with Angel Reese the other day when you called her a hater.
Sure didn't call her a hater. Why you call her a hater?
I think she's first of all, I think she is a hater. And that's okay. Like, maybe we're all haters.
What makes her a hater to you?
I think that she deeply hates Caitlin Clark.
Why?
And I think
Did you feel that way before RG3 said it?
No. Oh, yes.
No, you didn't.
No, sorry, excuse me. So, I've seen it since way back in the college days. They don't like each other, right? I think Caitlin Clark doesn't display, if she doesn't like her dislike for Angel Reese, I don't think Caitlin Clark displays it. I think Angel Reese, I think she likes to be the villain too.
Every new team Angel Reese lands on will start with the same hopeful energy. Fans will convince themselves maybe she just needs a new system. Then 5 games in, they'll realize, nope, same Angel, same misses, different jersey. Eventually, coaches will stop even looking her way during timeouts. Teammates will start passing her the ball like it's a hot potato. Opponents? They'll laugh and celebrate when she checks in, because Angel Reese on the floor means fewer defensive headaches and more chances for easy rebounds after yet another botched shot attempt. In a league that's desperately trying to push female athletes as the next wave of professional dominance, Reese is doing everything possible to undermine the effort. She's become the poster child for inflated hype with no substance. And it's a shame, because the opportunity was gift-wrapped. The media was sold, the fans were willing, the marketing was done. All she had to do was show up and not actively sabotage herself every time she stepped on the court. Instead, we're witnessing the slow-motion collapse of a self-made brand. The ego is writing checks the shooting percentage can't cash. And when this ride finally ends, it won't be with a bang, it'll be a quiet fade into irrelevance, with just enough Twitter activity to remind everyone why no team wants her anymore.
I'm sorry, but I don't know who need to hear this, but Angel Reese gotta be the worst basketball player ever. She's the worst basketball player ever. Like, do y'all guys don't understand this? She only made 2 points with 12 rebounds. She missed a couple of shots and she missed a rebound, bro. She only made 12 rebounds. Not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, not 5, but 12 rebounds.
Angel Reese was right. They are watching, but not because they fear her or because she's great. They're watching the same way you rubberneck a car crash. You just can't look away from the chaos. Every missed layup, every off-the-court eye roll, every post-game quote that screams, "I'm the victim," is part of this beautifully tragic implosion. And one day, after her final team gently suggests she take her talents elsewhere, she'll still be on Instagram Live talking about haters and real ones, while the rest of the league collectively exhales in quiet relief. Because sometimes, being watched isn't a compliment, it's a warning label. And Angel Reese, she's officially become that warning. But credit where it's due, let's give her flowers for comedy. She might not be making baskets, but she's definitely making memories. Honestly, the woman's got a future in stand-up if this basketball thing doesn't work out. And judging by those layups, it's not working out. But she's good for one thing, making people forget their problems by laughing until they cry. Who needs Netflix when you've got Reese trying to hit a wide-open bunny and somehow hitting air instead? You had a bad day? Just watch the highlights. Instant perspective. Watch Angel Reese's highlight reel. It turns into a blooper reel after 5 seconds. Feeling stressed? Just watch her strut down the court like she just nailed a buzzer beater after shooting 2 for 12. She's not just playing basketball, she's unintentionally producing comedy gold. Reese is out here spreading joy in the most unexpected way. Accidental humor therapy. She's become the court jester of the WNBA. And honestly, bless her for it. Because while she may never lead a team to a title, she's absolutely leading the league in unintentional hilarity. And in times like these, that's a gift.